So in this episode, we are going to put our parts together. So this is our screwdriver. Okay, so our screw comes in two parts. We have the star and then we have the Allen key. So anytime we are going to put a screw on our parts, we are first going to check which parts to use. Then we are going to switch our screw side. Okay, so we are going to assemble our motors first, and in doing that, we will use our M3 25mm screw. So M3 25. So this is our M3 25mm. Let's use 2 of that for one side of the motor, and then another 2 for the other side. So that's our motor. So I'm going to make our first connection. So one of our screws will come here. Okay. And then the other one is going to come here. Okay. So we're going to need a nut to hold our screw. So here's a nut. I'm going to empty that. So there's a nut here. And we're going to tighten with our screw. So we're going to use the star. So there we go. Okay, that's quite firm. And for the other side too. Okay, so we are going to go through the same process for the other motor. So the second motor comes to this side. Okay, and we are going to need a M3 25mm and a nut and tighten it with a screw. Don't forget we are using the star, and same for the other part. Okay. Okay, so we've fixed our motors on our chassis. Good to go. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to add our wheels to it. So we are going to put our wheels in our wheel kit. Okay, so we have our 2 wheels set. I'm going to fix one to the side. Okay, and we'll fix the other side too. So we are going to use our M2 8.5 screw to lock it. We need 2 of them, one for each side. Right, there we go. That's our M2.2 8.5mm. So the side is also star. Don't forget, meaning we are going to use the star side of our screw. Okay. Firmly and nicely. Then the same for the other side. Okay, so we fixed our motors and our wheels very nicely. There we go. So the next step we are going to do is we are going to fix our line follower sensor, our mini wheel, and then we are going to fix our cable too. So there's a line follower sensor that we are using. There's a mini wheel, and then we have our cable here. So that's a line follower sensor. Our line follower sensor is going to come here this way. Then we're going to put our mini wheel on it. Then we'll add our screw and then we screw it up. So our screw here uses the Allen key side. So let's not forget to switch it. So there's the Allen key. I'm going to switch it over this way. Then let's put our screw into a mini follower here. And let's put it here. Okay, there we go. Up. Then we're going to add a second screw here. So let's tighten both of them. So our cable is going to go to the other side of the line follower sensor. So here's our cable. We need just one of it. So let's put it here. This way. Okay, so as it said, so first our line follower sensor, followed by our mini wheel. Screw both of them. Don't forget to switch to the Allen key side. Then we add a cable to it. So let's move on to our next step. Our next step, we're going to use our ultrasonic sensor, then the other cable, and we're going to use 2 M4 by 8 mm screws. So as always, you first check the screw side. So here the M4 8 mm uses the Allen key, so uses the Allen side for the screw. So have our ultrasonic sensor here. I'm going to flip over this way. So our sensor is coming here. Sits right in front of here. This way. So our screw will come here, then go in through the side of our hole here. Just for easy operations, I'm just going to flip it over the side. So add this now. And wait. Okay. Going to add the second one to it. Okay. And we're going to connect our cable. Okay. So our cable is going to go inside this way. And there we go. We are almost through with our robot. We're going to go on with our next step. That'll be adding the board to it. So you're now going to add our battery holder and our sticker pad. So this is a sticker pad. The pad is coming this way. Line it nicely. Okay. So I have a battery holder. Okay. Need to remove this side. Add a battery holder too. Sure it sticks firm and nicely. There we go. So we're going to add our batteries. We're going to use 1.5 volts. We are using 4 of them, so that's 6 volts. There we go. So our next step is we are going to add our main board, the M core. Okay. Our M core is going to sit on the M4 25mm brass stud. And we're going to hold it with a M4 8mm screw. So we're going to need 4 of our M4 8mm screw. Don't forget to check your screw side when you're about to screw it. So need 1, 2, 3, and 4. So using the Allen key side. Okay, so we are almost done with putting our robots together. The last stage is now connecting our cables, and then we are good to go. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we're going to connect the motors. Okay, we have 2 cables from the motor side. We have 1 cable coming from the line follower, then we have 1 coming from the ultrasonic sensor. Okay, so when we look at our main board, we're going to fix the cables of our motors to the side. 1 of our line follower will come here, then we're going to put our ultrasonic here. Okay, so we are ready to connect our cables to their respective ports. Our ultrasonic sensor would go to port 3. Our line following would go to port 2. So there's the line following cable. Here is it. That one's going to port 2. Okay. And then there's our ultrasonic sensor, port 3. Our motor would come to the motor connectors here. Okay, so 1, motor 2. So motor 1 will come here this way, then motor 2. So here, this way, then. So we are done with putting together our block. There's the complete assembled work. So this is our block. I'm so happy. In our next video, I'm going to show you how our block work. So stay tuned